I approached council to seek for approval of revised estimatal total cost for the updated rates of building structures of compensation and resettlement of the communities affected by the construction of 700 megawatts Zungero hydroelectric power project in the total sum of 2,740,000,000 naira, which will revise the subsisting amount from 19 billion 640 million naira to 22 billion 380 million naira, and the council graciously approved the request. Thank you.
Thank you. Excellency.
Thank you very much. Today at the meeting of the Federal Executive Council, the memo on the additional costs of carrying out the forensic audit exercise was considered and approved by Council. You recall that for this exercise, a lead consultant was appointed who had to work with 16 other field auditors. And the initial contract sum, which covered the lead consultants and the field forensic auditors, was 1.786 billion. These auditors had since concluded their work, but in the course of carrying out this work, it was discovered that they had to deal with many more projects than were initially envisaged. And the exercise also took an additional 7 months. The total number of additional projects considered by the auditors was 3,773. So for reasons of the additional number of projects and the additional time taken, Council today approved a revised additional sum of 765,974,975 naira 50 kobo to cover the additional works done by the forensic auditors. Thank you. The total sum is how much? The total sum is yes. The mic is on. Okay. Yeah, the mic is on. The total revised contract sum now is 2,552,183,593 naira 36 kobo. Thank you.
Yes, please.
The question from, what's the name, please? Leo. Okay, Mr. Leo, you have asked that the Kaduna Disco is on strike. Maybe you are not very conversant with what is going on. What I have heard before I came in here, because we have been managing the situation since yesterday together with my colleague, the Minister of State, and that's the reason why he has not attended the FEC today. The Minister of Labor and the Head of Service, they have not attended the FEC for that reason. They are working together, having discussions with the labor under the General Secretary, Joe Ajero. They are working since trying to discuss the matters. It is not that Kaduna Disco is on strike, but they are trying to switch off the electricity due to the warning strike that they have been undertaking since yesterday. In fact, we have not been able to go into our offices. The issues they have is not particularly on having something to do with us, but together with something to do with employment issues with the head of service, and so that's the reason why they are now having the discussions. And I believe maybe by now they must have settled, or they have gone far on the discussions, because I'm just coming out here and I've not been able to make any phone call to confirm what they are doing right now. So, and I believe it's something that will be settled very soon. Regarding the drop of electricity, yes. You know, the supply has so many players. Gas may cause that drop. If there are issues of gas to some power plants, they cannot switch on their plant, you will experience some drop. Once they switch off, they switch on, the electricity will increase. There may be drop due to fault of a generator, and the electricity will drop. So it's mostly the generation. I've been watching since like yesterday evening. We had a generation of over 4,000, around 4,600 megawatts. And you know, we told you since 1st of July that we'll be able to raise it up to 5,000 when we activated the contract. And we have not been able to do so due to some issues around gas contracts, gas to power, which we are trying to take care. And once we do that, we have gone very far with that. And I believe it's for that reason that we are able to reach up to 4,600 as of yesterday. In the morning, this morning, it dropped to 4,100. So this is what is happening. You will be experiencing this fluctuation due to all these issues around gas to power, because gas is not something that we control directly. You have to pay them. You have to pay gas. They will not give you gas until you pay. So we are looking at ways to solve that issue. It is the reason why we are unable to reach that 5,000 we promised you by July 1st of this year. But as you could see, at that date, July 1st, we have been around 4,000 megawatts since then. Even if you experience a drop, it may not be like for throughout the day. You will see in the evening to raise up again. Just like I said, 4,600 as yesterday evening. So this is the situation around. So we are working around the clock to ensure that we raise the capacity to the required level. From January 1st, you say? Listen to me carefully. If you listen very well, you will understand. What I said, we had contracts with some generating companies, farm contracts with embed. Most of them we don't have. We have 28 generating companies. and only 5 or thereabout that were having farm contracts. If you don't have farm contracts with them, farm contract means that what you agree upon you will give, you must give, or else there will be penalty. And if you give, you must get payment. And there must be uptake by. So this is what it means to have farm contracts. Now we have extended to other generating companies by July 1st to be able to have farm contracts to generate 5,000 megawatts as a baseline. And we are not stopping there. We'll increase, it's just the baseline, then we'll start ramping up with the other ones. So July 1st, we have entered into contract activation with the generating companies from generation to transmission. Transmission must take that amount. Distribution must distribute that amount. Otherwise, there will be penalty. So that's what it means. So starting from there, then, but unfortunately, gas failed us. Gas supply to the generator. And you cannot hold the generator responsible if he's not able to. So it's a very, very complicated thing which we are trying to unbundle. And I assure you, there is hope. We have gotten all the necessary ingredients to solve this problem. So we just need some time, which I promise you that you will see supply July 1st. And since July 1st, we have not gone below 4,000. But we are unable to reach 5,000 because of the gas issue. So and it is not up to the Minister of Power alone. We have other players. For instance, Minister of Finance, who controls MBED. We have the NMPC, who controls the gas marketing company, which I have to work together with them to ensure that we reach agreement to get gas to the generating companies, uninterrupted gas supply. And this is what we have been trying to do, and I want to assure you that we have reached a level where I can tell you we'll soon get to that. Just as I mentioned, 4,600. I have not even mentioned the fractions. It could be up to 0.9, which may be more than 4,600 as of yesterday evening. And everyone has noticed, because I have been receiving phone calls. I can see somebody nodding his head here, and I believe if you sincerely confirm, you will also nod your head that we have been having improvement these days. Am I seeing the head doing like this? From Gloria. So silent is consent. There has been, I believe you have been noticing some improvement these days. So we have not been sleeping. We have not been sleeping. We have been on our post. And I want to assure you, and talking about the end of administration, it's not like when we finish this administration, we'll pack Nigeria and go with it. No. You know, government is a continua. If we can solve all the problem of Nigeria, there wouldn't be need for any government to come again. Isn't it? So that is the reason why we need the governance. So, and we have, I came in just 1 year. I have been putting in my diary what I have been able to achieve as a person. Whether somebody agrees or not, sincerely, I have been judging what I have been able to achieve together with my colleagues and those that I've been working with. I told you since when I came here, my greatest enemy is time. I have to work within the time that I have. And during this time, I have been doing nothing. No any social activity, no, I am always on my post. I don't travel to anywhere. I am always with the power, trying to make sure that you are happy. And I will continue to do that, together with all those that we are working with. So there is hope. Thank you very much. Yeah? Yes, just, yeah? Don't go there again now. Leave this one, please. Leave this one. Let's see the energy. Pay. You know, if you don't pay, if you are crying about electricity, is not.
I wish my colleague, the Honorable Minister of Budget, Finance, Bionational Planning, were here, and I will probably tell you both the physical and monetary, measures government is taking, especially in the area of the medium-term physical measures. But what I can tell you is that inflation is a global issue, and it's not. I think it reflects, a lot of things going on, globally. But what governments do to stem inflation varies from government to government. Sometimes it is the kind of the way you adjust your interest rate, or the way you introduce certain physical measures that would allow you to bring down the inflation. But like I said, I wish the Minister of Finance were here. He will be in a better position to tell you exactly what measures were being taken to ensure that inflation does not continue to soar. Thank you.